Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today, my friends, it's not happening for me. The words are getting stuck in my mouth and not really coming out properly. And it's probably because I haven't seen the sun in 4 days. It's probably the 22nd attempt I've made at this video for some reason. Like, that is a new record for me. It doesn't really take me this long to get warmed up and to get things flowing, but it's just not happening. I need my sun. I need like structure. I've been seeing rain for the last 4 days. It's quite annoying. But anyway, the show must go on. I'll do the best that I can, but I want to let you all know that's probably why I seem a little bit off this video, that is. So anyway, that all being said, today we're going to be talking about Andrew Tate because he's in the news once again. But speaking of woke dingbats, you guys can get the woke dingbats t-shirt right now. Link is available in the show description. Thank you to everyone that has already made an order. I'll get that out to you as soon as I possibly can. You may need to be patient with me, but they are coming very, very soon. And I can't wait for you all to let me know what you think of it when it arrives. It is a high quality t-shirt. That's why I'm not making any money from this. They are $40. That's cheap considering of the kind of quality of shirt that you guys are going to be receiving. And yes, I do ship internationally as well. So for my international friends, why wait? Get your very own Woke Dingbats t-shirt and imagine the kind of conversations you're going to be having in public very, very soon. All right, reverting back to the likes of Andrew Tate. If you don't know who he is, you don't have to look too far or to know that the man is not a good example at all. He is a misogynistic, hate-filled, proud, arrogant, spiteful individual. And you know those people that defend him, they basically, the ones that defend him, I don't know why you're defending him. Like, he's not the hill that you want to die on. Do you think that Andrew Tate is going to see you and send you a message saying, thank you for defending me, thank you for supporting me, all those sort of things? Yes, I see you. I see you in the comment section. I see you making videos supporting me. So well done. Thank you very much. Andrew Tate has been accused of many, many serious things, allegedly being a human trafficker, beating women, allegedly, and well, there's another new situation going on in the US. He was in the US less than a month, and his girlfriend, well, now ex-girlfriend, I believe, Brie Stern, has made claims that he attacked her during intercourse. This is a very serious claim. Now, all the other women that have reportedly made claims against him in Romania, he's facing charges in Romania, UK, and now the USA. So that is quite some stuff. And Andrew Tate will say that, oh, the Matrix is after me. Neocons are just after me. Like, it is totally outrageous that you can have someone like this or use the narrative and he'll spin it to make him look out to be like he's a good guy. And when he's got so many videos out there that show and reveal that he is a disgusting pig of a man. In fact, you wouldn't even call him a man. You call him a dude of sorts, like a disgusting dude. Why would you do any of this kind of stuff that he's been accused of? He's admitted to doing it in countless video like that I've seen online. You don't have to look too hard, my friends. So Brie Stern has been really brave and courageous to put her name and her face to this. And she's got evidence. She's got text messages and she's got photos of her face after Andrew Tate allegedly abused her. Now, when it comes down to these other women that have made accusations, they're anonymous. And I'm less inclined to believe an anonymous source. I understand they may be afraid, but I'm more inclined to believe someone that isn't anonymous, someone that has left her name and her face for the entire world to see. You know what that does for me? That shows courage and bravery, despite the fact that Andrew Tate and all of his supporters can more than likely cause a lot of harm and a lot of damage to poor Brie Stern. So she is putting a lot on the line making these claims, and I don't think that she's doing that lightly. I think there is something serious going on compared to, say, an anonymous person making the claim. Nobody knows who you are. But everyone now knows who Brie Stern is because she's making these kinds of claims. And I think you're less likely to cry wolf considering the kind of man you're supposedly crying wolf about. It'd be different to say someone less famous, okay? Still, You can be blown up and out of proportion and things of that nature. But this is Andrew Tate we're talking about. The man has got connections. The man is actually dangerous. And she, wow. Like, if this is in fact true, the kind of courage on this woman should speak volumes to every single one of you. So she's released some text messages, and here we go. You talk back too much, blurt out, whatever. So I beat you. I will hit you today, but I love you. Let me just ask this question. It's a simple one. How is beating somebody showing that you love them? Maybe someone in the comment section can answer that question if you're a supporter of Andrew Tate. Why the name calling, she goes. Do you understand? I'm scared. Don't care. Do you understand? Yes. Why the hitting? Do you belong to me or not? Because I want to beat the F out of you. You will give me a child this year. B word. Why do you want to beat me? It's 12:30 a.m. I'm in the room. I sleep soon. What's the point in having you? If I don't beat you and impregnate you, you should be thankful. Now, women, let me ask you this question. Is this the kind of dude that you want any part of? The kind of dude that considers you to just be a piece of meat and abuses the living hell out of you? This is what you'd call a dangerous situation that you need to get the hell out of and then report him to the police. And that's exactly what Brie Stern has done. And she's got some photos of after Andrew Tate allegedly beat her. And the reason why I'm saying allegedly at the moment is because we don't definitively know. I think if you were to bring Andrew Tate back and have like a court session and he's found guilty, then it would stop being alleged, wouldn't it? So one of Andrew Tate's girlfriends, and again, sure, he may seem wealthy and charismatic, but women need to be very, very careful with these sorts of men because they can be extremely deadly and dangerous. And why anyone would want to go anywhere near Andrew Tate, it's beyond me. So says he nearly choked her unconscious during a violent sexual encounter 2 weeks ago, prompting her to report the alleged incident to police. TMZ has learned. Brie Stern filed a assault report, and she claims Andrew attacked her on March 11th while they were staying at the Beverly Hills Hotel, according to sources with direct knowledge. She told police Tate began choking her while they were having intercourse, but it got too rough, and although she begged him to stop, he kept going. Brie says the more she struggled, the more violent he got, and she felt everything getting fuzzy, like she was fading into unconsciousness. Brie says the violence only stopped when Tate was done having intercourse, and once he fell asleep, she went to the bathroom to document her injuries. TMZ has obtained pics showing bruising on her face. Brie says she went to an emergency room in NYC where she'd flown for work. A couple of days later, and documents show she was diagnosed as post-concussive. So that she's got actual evidence to support the claims that she's making. Once again, it leads me to go, you're telling the truth. And the text messages that Andrew Tate goes, oh, don't you think that I delete any of my text messages? Like I've got nothing to hide. Like I've got nothing. I'm doing nothing wrong, people. Like, yeah, sure. That's what an innocent man says. I delete all my incriminating evidence on my phone. Don't you think I do that? Well, guess what, mate? You got to look at the other person too. They haven't deleted any of the stuff and they've made record of it. Andrew and his brother Tristan returned to Romania last weekend for a court date in their organized crime case and were told it wasn't until Andrew left the country that Brie felt safe enough to go to the police and file a report. Gee, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? When the abuser is still in the country and can actually do you significant harm, when he's there, would you feel safe enough to go to the police? I don't know. Now, obviously, Florida has launched an investigation into Tate and seems like it's a wise thing to do, like if you ask me. So this is a very serious thing, if you ask me. Now, I know Andrew has got like a number of different girlfriends. Apparently, he's got kids. Who knows? But Brie Stern released a statement, and we'll finish on this because it's very important that you hear what she has to say about this matter because, well, it's coming from her. So she says, let me just get it. I met Andrew Tate in the summer of 2024, and we were in a relationship for almost a year. We met because he needed models for his crypto coin, and I needed lessons on crypto to save my coin, sister, whatever it is. We spent as much time together as we could, but when we weren't physical together, we were in communication all day, every day. He was my best friend. I stood by his side unwaveringly. We made plans to live together, first in Romania and then in Miami once he traveled to America. He wanted to start a new life together once he arrived in the US. He wanted me to have his children and always told me we would be together forever. Andrew told me he loved me every day, and I was very much in love with him. Despite the fact that he has hurt me so badly, I still love him. Yeah, well, that's sad. Anyway, maybe this is Stockholm Syndrome. Maybe it is. I don't know. The last time I saw Andrew was on March 11, 2025 at the Beverly Hills Hotel. The last words he said to me before I left were, "Shut the F up, you B word. You will never backtalk me. You are my property." Due to the events that have transpired in the early hours of that day, as well as his final degrading words, something just clicked. I finally recognized that someone who truly loved me wouldn't say those things to me or hurt me repeatedly the way that he did. Yes, good for realizing that. I think for the first time I realized the gravity of the situation. This wasn't a joke or an internet facade. This was the reality of my boyfriend and my life, and I needed to take back control. "You are my property" echoed in my mind, and I knew that that was not the future I wanted for myself or my future children. It was not easy, but I gathered the courage to do what I had contemplated doing for a long time: leave him. I grabbed my things and walked out of the hotel, out of our relationship. That day, even though I was terrified, I made a promise to myself that I would not go back no matter what he said, no matter what he did. I blocked his numbers, blocked him on all social media platforms and on all communication apps. I went to a doctor. I went to the police. Last week has been the most difficult and extremely scary for me. I'm an emotional wreck and am constantly looking over my shoulder. I'm not the person I was before. Andrew texted me recently and let me know, "If you ever betray me, you will regret it." He has told me on many occasions before that if I crossed him, he would ruin my life, R-word me, or kill me. Coming out about this is really terrifying in all aspects. The entire situation is very traumatic and extremely difficult. I considered many times just silently leaving Andrew and saying nothing, doing nothing, because I was scared and because it was honestly hard for me to accept that I was being abused. But I can now see that doing so would be the cowardly approach. I know I can't be silent. I have to make my voice heard, no matter how difficult that road may be. I also know that there are many women out there who are in the same position as me, terrified and scared, who are being hurt by the person who is supposed to love them the most. Yes, well, at least she doesn't protect her abuser, which is what most women do because of Stockholm Syndrome. But anyway, to those women, I say you are much stronger than you know. I know firsthand how hard it can be to even talk about it, but I urge you, find your voice. You are not alone. Walk away and take control of your life while you still can. I will not publicly go into the details of my relationship with Andrew Tate. I know he and his followers will insult me and attack me. I don't care because I speak the truth. I will not comment further about Andrew Tate beyond what my lawyers have set forth in detail in my lawsuit. Those facts speak for themselves. Well, I'm sure time will definitely tell and indicate what's going to become of this particular case, but it's just a nail in another ever-growing coffin for Andrew Tate, isn't it not? I mean, why does anyone think that he's a good person? Keep him away from your daughters. This is not the kind of man that kids should be emulating or looking up to at all. Anyway, that's enough from me, but you guys take care, be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.